great early success in this game using Aang. Right now he picks a Shredder though. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Did
The
not know he has
last
this
airbender, bro. You saw the sketch.
He said, let me pick this up real quick. I respect that. So I honestly had not seen ASAP play this character at all, so I don't even know. Have you seen it at all, Switch?
We commentated this together, I think. He played a Zim at a Thirsty Thursday with this. I don't know if you remember.
Well, thank you for calling me out.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you stay on that one, buddy? Come on.
All right, hey, hold on. All right.
Yeah. But it's not something he's been playing much. I mean, as far as I had known going into this tournament, he's a Sponge Aang player, and this is Shredder.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I feel like Sponge does pretty fine into PTM. Aang as well, right? Kind of.
I think
fine. Maybe?
PTM kind of beats Aang.
Okay.
SpongeBob really is a bit of a hard matchup for PTM, but hey, sometimes you just gotta pick the other Airbender, man. I like
so
it.
PTM actually has bad matchups then. He's not just completely broken.
Not completely, he's still kind of broken though.
He can always win, which is I
Right.
think what makes him quote unquote broken.
Yeah.
But as a character, fundamentally, he definitely has some pretty clear strengths and weaknesses, right?
Right.
It's just Shine Lick. The fact that you can always win off of that is really this character's calling card.
I think this actually might be a pretty bad matchup for him too, without Shredder, because honestly, of course, it's a big benefit being able to just get their hands on people and make them die instantly. But at the same time, Shredder is such an elusive character, man. That's really hard for him in this matchup to do.
Yeah. Do you think it'd be an exaggeration to say that Shredder has the best neutral? I feel like he's up there.
You know,
At the very least.
he definitely is. I'm not entirely sure though.
I mean, his Nair doesn't lose to anything.
Yeah,
so that's a good start. And then he's got the nice
catch
call
that.
out.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's definitely a benefit in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because if you could, avoid getting grabbed, then you're in a good spot.
Yeah, I just feel like Shredder as a character is very clunky too, so it might be easier for PTM to hit like the Shine Licks.
Yeah, I can see that.
The big model definitely is not something you want to
Yeah.
have against
Right.
PTM for sure.
But again, you also don't want to be light against PTM, so kinda
Shredder's
just don't
pretty
wanna
light
be-
as well.
You don't want to be going against PTM in general, to be honest.
Nice
It's like,
catch
those
there.
are disadvantages, but at the same time, those just like Shredder, as you've seen ASAP, they can just do a very good job of just evading those grabs, running through, getting those opportunities.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. I would have had Tafaar as a fairly heavy favorite in this set.
Yeah.
And he's losing right now. Just want to point that out.
Yo, I just want to say, don't sleep on ASAP despite Aang nerfs. It looks like he had a secret Shredder this whole time. He told us going into the event, put me down as Aang and SpongeBob. I picked up Sponge because of the Aang nerfs. Those are my two characters. And look at what he's doing with the Shredder.
I mean, I think it makes sense, ASAP being a player that infamously hates to get TTM, so I think he wants to find the most efficient way to fuck this character up, honestly.
Facts, bro.
I respect it.
Yeah, same.
Tafaar doing a good job keeping us even, man. I know he has a very high percent right now. All it takes is one grab, and that's always a factor in these PTM matchups.
Yep. Especially on this stage. This one having the lowest ceiling of any of the legal ones. Oh.
Ooh,
What's
wow.
on that tongue? Do not want that.
Good job. Tafaar DIing these Nairs out. If you DI them in, you get up aired like you saw was about to happen.
I'm so surprised that down air trade that up air, by the way. That was nearly
a
dead.
Me as well.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I actually like to see, I think this weekend he's definitely picking up a lot more of this shine movement, going from shine to jumps. He didn't really go for that too much before, honestly.
Taking some inspiration from Muskie's PTM, though?
Possibly, hey.
Definitely not a bad PTM to copy.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like the disparity between Tafaar and Muskie's PTMs is so great, right? We see the giant, the huge reliance on Shine Lick from Tafaar, right? And it's not even that he can't win without it. It's just that he's so good at it that that's how he's going to win consistently.
Right.
Whereas Muskie, he's scrapping with you. He's playing that melee Falco style, you know what I'm saying?
He's much
That's
boy,
it.
there it is! Yes!
Oh my god!
Tafaar finally gets his grubby little hands on that Shredder for that last stock, taking that game one. Actually pretty close.
Dude, I like the way that Tafaar has been using the lick to like kind of challenge Shredder's dash.
Yeah.
He's just been catching him in the right moments and taking the right stocks.
That's very true, honestly. He's trying to place himself at this spacing where
Yeah.
if he gets him to the neutral B, he'll land right into that lick.
He also doesn't want him to be comfortable doing that because that's kind of like, well, for now, because Shredder's still a new character, we're still trying to figure him out. But that's part of his bread and butters. That's how he kind of gets his combos going.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, Lick being one of the biggest strongs in the game and one of the strongest, it's really good at catching the Shredder neutral special.
I love, by the way, at the beginning, seeing them both charge their own respective things. Tar of the Croutons. Dayside with the purple flip on him. And yes, that is it.
Wow. Man, I've been seeing that so much this weekend, and it still hurts every time I see it, man.
I get a huge boost of adrenaline right here, bro. I love this bullshit, bro. I love it. Big fan, big fan.
Yeah, the more chaotic a game is, the more I tend to like it.
I like just Tafaar always challenging these juggle situations, but he does not want to let ASAP get the up airs on him for free.
Throwing some jabs. Oh, and the wrong way.
That was weird.
Wait, you can turn around the finisher of his rapid jab?
Yes,
that's so weird. I actually didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
It's pretty strange, right?
Yeah, that's so strange. Oh, and another one.
Wow.
Like you said, ASAP hates this character, right? Like,
passion.
willing to switch to Shredder to try to grime him out, and like that just hits extra hard when you know the other player hates getting hit by stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's true. Now the question is, if ASAP drops his set, is he gonna move back to SpongeBob, or is he gonna ride out with the Shredder?
I think he's going to SpongeBob, dude. I think you gotta go for a character you're more comfortable in that last situation. I feel like that might be happening if we keep some momentum. But then again, ASAP come back right now live, getting these up airs and neutral airs off, putting up a lot of damage on Tafaar.
Yeah, the thing is, if you are already down 0-2, you might as well try another option, right? The Shredder doesn't work. Okay, it's time to switch. It's do or die. But you know what? We're not even in that 2-0 situation just yet. I feel like ASAP is still hanging on here.
He is.
Very much so.
Oh, man. He's definitely making it so hard for Tafaar to land, dude.
Oh, that would have been it for that stock as well.
Oh, this music's so intense.
And we're seeing it right now, right? We know these first two stocks from ASAP went pretty quickly when Tafaar got the shine link for them. At the same time, ASAP can just do a great job of being elusive. He's just turning up the heat on the jukes and the dodges as it's going on. I like trying to challenge him with his own nair. I mean, that nair gets a lot of clanks in itself, so I like trying to. Oh, that needs to be anti-aired. Oh. That was a pretty good recovery mix-up.
Yeah.
I really like the shine jump off stage. Honestly, it's going to be a lot of mix-ups for him in recovery. But hey, ASAP, the more grindy this gets, the more it's in his advantage right now, as we're seeing.
Yeah, Shredder, without having really access to the NASB Classic, does actually have to kind of rack up the damage to get his kills. But it's just so good at it, man. So many nairs and up airs to come every stock.
Oh, yeah, dude. Especially if you DI that nair wrong, you were taking mad damage.
Yep, every wrong DI on the nair is another nair.
Right.
Yeah, just able to extend so much off of that, and ASAP has brought himself all the way back in it. Oh, if he hit that!
I think we're just seeing a different big advantage Shredder has this matchup, right? Just Shredder's normals in general do such a good job of outclassing PTM. So just that's something he's really used to, honestly.
Yeah, and I feel like ASAP is utilizing the platforms very well.
Yeah.
He's kind of like using them to bob and weave and like get underneath and on top of
That's
Power
very
Toast
good point,
Man.
right? Because I was initially kind of worried about the stage pick for ASAP, but seeing how he's maneuvering between these platforms, I can definitely see it now.
Yeah, and I want to point out, remember last game when Tafaar was getting those licks on the side Bs? Haven't seen one this game, and that's because ASAP has been a little more reluctant to press the button.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He has not, he's been a little more calculated, and Tafar's been
racking up the damage with the nairs.
Yeah.
Great pinwheeling him, bro.
Yeah, that's the tricky part about having.
Oh, there it is!
No! Right off of the neutral B2. I was going to say that's the tricky part about having one tool that's so centralizing, so strong with your character, right? Is that your opponent's always looking to counterplay it. You have to temper yourself when it comes to actually pressing that button.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, ASAP gave that last one up a little bit, get punished for it in a big way, and he goes down 2-0. So I can definitely, like you asked earlier, but I can definitely see the SpongeBob coming out most likely.
No, I'm not going to lie, though. The Shredder Game 2, I'm a lot more sold on that and might be still in his best interest to stay. If it was 2 or 3 stocks, like I could see, all right, like give up on this and go to Sponge. But now it's up in the air.
Pretty close,
I mean, Game 1, he was actually up for a while as well. Like, I would like to see him stay, I think.
Yeah, he looked like he got a little bit figured out during Game 1.
Yeah.
But Game 2, much different story.
Right.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Like you said, he is staying the Shredder. He believes in it. I respect that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this. I think this is the right call.
What stage was that? I think that was Sweet Dreams.
Back to Sweet Dreams, yep.
That makes sense. It was really working out for him in his favor. He just let Tafaar get a good handle on those scramble situations that he gave up. If I see just ASAP can just tighten up the defensively offensive type stuff he's doing right now. I definitely see that working out to his advantage right there.
Yeah, Shredder coming off more on the offensive to start off this match.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, good DI.
All right, ASAP, he has fallen victim to every single DI mix-up from Tafaar. Of course, the PTM player, they're in control of the situation. They're like, am I going to mix it up or not this time?
Right.
ASAP guesses right.
Yeah, of course, in that situation, of course, if you DI this shine wrong, you get licked. You die right, you live another day.
Was almost gaming.
It It was.
Oh, the raw neutral B in. That could have been death for ASAP, but instead it's death for Tafaar. The light up air off the top. Yep, one of the most reliable. Yeah. And now he's sipping. Let's see what he could do with that. Maybe get some nice damage. I have not seen Pink or ASAP go for strong up air at all, but that does so much damage when you're juiced up.
A fat 60, I believe.
Yeah, something like it's 55 or 60, some crazy amount of damage.
I love to see that move more in general, man. It's so hype.
Yeah, it is.
The Azuna drop, bro. Shoutouts to Ryu Hayabusa. Oh!
Okay, I like this adjustment since far going for you strong there's contest more things, right? They're definitely working on his advantage. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, he gets out! That pre-match was crucial from ASAP.
Yeah, great match.
Yep, you can buffer it. And just being ready for that at a low percent, super important PTM matchup.
Yeah, ASAP actually one of the better mashers in the game. He's always mashing out of grabs.
Oh, not quite that one, though!
PTM really slowed it down to just get the grab and do that.
Oh! Not get the jab block set up, though. ASAP survived that by the skin of his teeth.
Uh-oh. This is the sweet spot. Dies for it, yeah.
So light! That killed him like at 40!
And now
to be fair, that killed everyone.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good point.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, he's getting so many airs. The pin moves into straight up air. Okay.
And he's sipping right now too.
He's sipping. Got that the perp on him.
Still down a full stock. He is here though, and I missed input from Tafaar. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of spaghetti happening on both sides right now.
ASAP, yeah.
As crazy as Shredder is in the neutral, I feel like what he doesn't have compared to some other top tiers is the ability to close a stock out at low percents, right? So we're going to see him put so much damage on Tafaar if he wants to take this stock.
Yeah, in order for Shredder to win, he has to play that slow grind game and just prevent the other players from doing anything. That's kind of his winning condition a lot of times.
Yeah, it's 20 nairs a stock for Shredder.
Right. And for PTM, it's one grab.
And Tafaar really is playing like really patient right now.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, dude, Tafaar is doing a good job of staying patient, not trying to overextend.
He's controlling the pace right now.
Yes. He knows he has a stock advantage. Oh, don't want to let ASAP get any free opportunities, but he's got a couple of straight hits, man.
Yeah, I love the patience from Tafaar. As I say that, he jumps in and goes for up strong, and then he's getting murdered. But the slow play. Oh,
wow,
nice.
The light there
just finds it.
I think it was just straight DI out on that. But then, of course, Shredder's light, too, at the same time. Yeah. But, yeah, good stuff to Tafaar, man. Taking that 3-1 over ASAP. That was a really good game.
Yeah, holding it down for the West Coast. I'm sure you're very happy to see that.
That's toast, baby.
Yep, Tafaar certainly looks...
It was 3-0.
3-0, yeah.
You're right. Yeah. My mistake.
But, you know, even though it was 3-0, it didn't feel like that. That was still very close and competitive. ASAP busting out the surprise Shredder. Nobody saw that coming at all.
Right.
And it held up. So maybe we'll see more of that later. Maybe if he plays another PTM and losers bracket, it'll come out.
Yeah.
And that's not unlikely. There's, what, 3 PTMs knocking around?
3 PTMs in bracket, and I believe only one is in losers, just Muskie.
Okay.
Muskie is still in losers, right? My mistake.
Yeah.
Right now I see Andruvi and Blazing Pasta hopping up to bat right now. That might be a crazy one, honestly.
Yeah, and that's going to be some Lucy. I feel like we've seen mostly PTM from Andruvi just because of the matchups he's been bumping into, but this is a Lucy matchup.
Definitely.
Right.
For
I
sure.
can definitely see that.
Blazing Pasta has an amazing run in.
Okay, Pasta, of course, he's been just the person holding it down for that character in general, selling a lot of people on that character. We've seen this weekend, actually, his combo game, his neutral, and like ledge guarding especially. Just been insane with that character. He's put in so much work. I think we just seen amazing game from him straight off.
I gotta give him a lot of props for like how well he understands his character's hitboxes and the way that it sends them out. Because
it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, it just seems like he uses strafe a lot. And he uses it very well. Because when you're getting hit from behind in certain moves, it sends you a different knockback than if you're facing them. And then from there, he just has a lot of combos to follow up with that.
Right.
Yeah, using the Ren hitboxes a lot. Ren spikes you on up air. What? Why?
It's so weird.
That's how it works.
Yeah. It fits the characters, honestly. You're both freaking weird as hell.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny. Meanwhile, on the other side of that, we have Andrew, which I feel like, in terms of people who are invited, he was another one of those kind of an underdog. I feel like West Coast is a very top-heavy region, and sort of Andrew kind of often gets lost in the shuffle compared to people like Tafaar, like people like Calvin, like Thunders, for example. But no, Andrew is no slouch, man. We've seen it just yesterday, I believe, when he played his pools. It was yesterday or Monday. I'm not yesterday or the day before. I'm not quite sure, but he did pop off pretty hard, man. He won his matches very convincingly.
Yeah, Andrew, I think, is a very underrated player. He's extremely strong. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to call him second best West Coast. I think that's a title that's very much up for grabs right now.
I might be biased. That's the person I practice with the most because like he lives like right close to me. But
I
feel like
that makes you the third best then.
Hey, I'll take that, bro.
Well,
I'm just on the couch, I'm just trying to, let everyone get some games in,
And I'm glad you brought up Thunders because Thunders was invited. He is a busy man. He's a student full-time, so he was unable to make it out. And I think that's another player that a lot of people kind of have question marks over, right? Incredible offline performances at every tournament he's been to. Actually, I don't know if he's been to anything other than main stage, to be honest. But he was the definitive best player in the world at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Best in the world at PM as well. So, he had a real head start in the platform fighter genre where we see all these FPS players starting to, and, Tory Bash players starting to pick up Nick. So, I think Thunder's